Now, what better time to talk about long-term investments? What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions, and in this video, I thought that I would simply put things into perspective of why I think now is one of the best times to prepare to invest. Now, I don't care if you're an absolute beginner or someone that has experience. It is no question that every previous recession is viewed as a missed opportunity. Think about it. Back in 2008, back in even 2020. But when we're personally going through it and it's in the moment, it's a scary time, right? It's an uncertain time. And it's during some of those most uncertain times that most of the money is made. It's not made during that time, but it's the actions that are made that time that lead to that growth. Now I'm going to give you an example of this. So I hope that you learned something new, and if you do, make sure you drop a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If there's anything that I talk about in this video that you still have questions about, I hope you know that I have a free Discord and you can send me a direct message with the first link down below. Now let's go ahead and get right to it. For those that have been watching me for some time, I focus, as of right now, as the market's been selling off, I short the market. I've had some of my biggest weeks where I clear over, at least this week, I cleared a little bit over $108,000 shorting the NASDAQ market by going into something like this. This is not an investment vehicle, and this is not something that I want to hold for a long period of time. This is SQQQ. This goes up when the market goes down, right? So the great thing about this is I'm able to make money even when the market's dropping. Great. We're not talking about short-term gains, right? We're not talking about these day trades. We're talking about someone that wants to buy and hold. Maybe you have a full-time job. Maybe you're a full-time student and you just don't have time to day trade. One of my first recommendations for you would be keep it simple in the sense of what you choose to invest in. It's not about the crazy amount of money. I don't know how much money it is that you have to your name. I simply want you to prove it to yourself. So this is what I've said before. Whatever company you see the most value in right now, split it up into 3 different shares. So imagine yourself as buying a total of 3 shares. You're going to buy one now. You're going to buy one when it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, and then you're going to buy one once it's actually making higher highs and higher lows. So the first position, right? What companies can you possibly invest in right now that offer good returns? Now, I'm going to give you some of the 3 to 4 most basic examples, and I want you to just use them as examples. You can choose them, but most importantly, I want to encourage you to invest in companies that align with your criteria. I'm not here to convince you that you should invest in the same companies that I'm invested in. There's so much money to be made and so many different ways to do so. All you need to do is create a plan of action, and that's why this video is being made, to encourage you to pick that one stock, create that plan of action, and follow through with it with proper execution, but in a simple way. So let's go ahead and go right to it. The first one I'm going to talk about is Tesla. Why not talk about Tesla? So Tesla took an absolute dive today. 7.55% is what it lost, but that sucks for current investors. But for people like you and I, let's say that you're not invested already, it's kind of a deal, right? If you look at Tesla, and especially based off of recent patterns, Tesla is at a 52-week low, if I'm not mistaken. And the great thing about that is that if you were to choose Tesla as your long-term play, again, nothing is guaranteed, but let's say that Tesla ends up recovering to previous highs, right? Previous highs at $414 a share. Tesla recently went through a reverse stock split. A regular stock split, meaning that it used to be worth, let's say, $900, but then they increased their shares available and then decreased their price per share. In very simple words, they just cut down the price of their price per share and then gave everyone else 2 additional free stocks, right? With that being said, from where we're at right now, if it were to recover, it offers 102%. So let's say, in a very simplistic way, you were to invest a total of $1,000. I'm just using it as an example. In a perfect world, it never plays out like this, but in a perfect world, if you were to buy 1 share right now and then sell it at previous all-time highs, you would make 102%. Out of those $1,000, you would make an additional at least $1,000 from what you invested. Not a bad ROI. Again, we're not talking about a pump and dump stock. We're not talking about a maybe super risky stock. I mean, Tesla's really established itself in that EV marketplace, right? Kind of identifying itself as an innovator and market leader in its space. That's why I wanted to use it as an example. Just as an example, to put things into perspective, that you don't need to overcomplicate your investing. The most important thing is simply to start, and even in a very small way. We talked about even if you buy one share. I just want you to understand and expose yourself to what the market offers during such an uncertain time, and to do this in a way that is not about the money, but just the awareness. So next time an opportunity like this presents itself, you have the confidence and you've experienced it, that you are more eager to invest during an uncertain time. So I hope that you remember that. The second one that I want to talk about is Amazon. Let's be honest, at least myself, I don't see Amazon going anywhere anytime soon, meaning that Amazon's here to stay, right? It's a market leader, especially in the e-commerce space. From where we're at right now around 107 a share. If Amazon were to recover to 188, which is previous all-time highs, again, all in a perfect world, 76%. So if you were to put in $1,000, you would make $760. You would have $1,760 if you were to buy $1,000 worth of it now and sell it at previous all-time highs. Again, we're not talking about a pump and dump. We're not talking about a penny stock. We're talking about one of the most valuable companies that are publicly traded. Now, the cheap can always get cheaper. Amazon can still sell off, but the idea is to buy, not at a perfect time, but to buy when it makes sense. And this is why you create your plan of action. You can buy some now, you can buy some when it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, and then you can buy some when it's actually making signs or showing signs of higher highs and higher lows. But the idea is, this whole video is to show you that there is so much opportunity out there with even the most basic and established companies. Let's go ahead and finish it off with Apple. Now, Apple was literally the first company in history to hit a $3 trillion market cap. Right now it trades at 2.22, so you can imagine what the ROI is going to be. Right now it's trading at 138 a share, pretty affordable, and if it were to return to previous all-time highs of 182, it would offer a nearly 32% return. Now, again, some of you in comparison to Tesla with 100% or Amazon with 76%, it doesn't sound like a huge return. Nothing is guaranteed in the stock market, but I would say nothing trades like Apple. Apple is as close to guaranteed in my experience as any other company out there. And something to offer a 31% ROI is insane. I mean, Apple is literally a market leader. It moves major markets and indexes anytime that it has a green day or a red day. That's the influence that Apple has. I know for myself, at least the 3 different companies that we just talked about are companies that I decided to invest into for my daughter's brokerage account that I opened up under my name. And again, it's investing now during an uncertain time that my future self could really thank me for, right? Right now, I might just be worth around $75,000, but with Tesla offering a 100% ROI, with Amazon offering a 76% ROI, and with Apple offering a 31% ROI, there's huge opportunity out there. There's Google, there's Microsoft, there's even if you want to get into kind of the more, I would say, riskier plays is maybe NVIDIA and AMD. There's so many different stocks to choose from. And this is where I feel like people kind of overwhelm themselves. Just keep it simple. Pick one stock. Even just buy one share. Don't do it for the money, but do it for the experience. I just want you to see why people talk about buying during an uncertain time is the best thing that you can do for your future self. It's investing now, what they really call it. It's short-term pain for long-term gain. It's all about perspective. Just think about it. Markets have always recovered. So it's not an if the market will recover, it's a when. And can you tolerate the time that it will take for the market to recover? That's what I'm most excited about, is that this market will shake a lot of people in fear to get out. And rightfully so. If you can't tolerate it, you should get out. But for those that watch their position size, for those that focus on direction and waiting for confirmation, those are the people that are going to come out on top, right? Those that prepare now for a better tomorrow. Again, we talk a little bit more about these concepts within my Learn Plan Profit group. I do trade live with them every single day. So if not only you want to get into investing in the stock market, but you also want to get into trading, that is something that I do every single day when the market opens. I don't trade live once a week. I don't trade live once a month. I don't even just show my profits of like, hey, look how much money I made today. I do it live in real time. So I show you and I share my thought process of why I'm buying, why I'm selling, why I'm cutting losses. The idea and the concepts that we teach in LPP, we put it into effect during our daily live training session. And again, if you want to experience a little bit more about that, or if you want to learn a little bit more about that, click the second link down below, learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit Group and see if it's a good fit for you. It's a one-time payment, it's lifetime access, and right now we're running a $150 discount, and again, it's the biggest discount that we offer. You get access to the full A to Z video lesson library, the daily live trading session. You also get access to our private group chat and access to my TechBuds HQ. Yes, one-time payment, lifetime access, and right now it's $150 off. And again, it's the second link down below if you want to learn more about it. Also, don't forget, I use the Webull trading platform. If you want to download this trading platform, make sure you click the fifth link in the description of this video and you will earn 12 free stocks when you deposit $1 using my link. If you don't use my link, you will earn 2 free stocks when you make your deposit. So again, make sure that you guys use my fifth link in the description. You will earn 12 free stocks. I will earn 1, so it's a win-win. Again, if you have any questions about what we talked about, and even if you want to ask me any questions before signing up, also feel free to message me via Instagram, and that's that third link in the description. Friendly reminder, I'm verified on Instagram, and yes, that is my only Instagram account. All the other ones are fake. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that it earned a thumbs up in this video. I wish you guys an amazing weekend, and again, I'm excited to see how the market ends up panning out for the next couple of months. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green now. Take it easy, team.